Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. So today is day 10 of MHCET Daily Till and I'm sure you are enjoying this series already. In today's video, we are going to discuss questions on number system and modern math. The PDF was shared on our Telegram group yesterday and you must have gone through the questions. If you have not, please I would request that you get the PDF on our Telegram group, solve those questions on your own and then only try to watch this video to evaluate that how many questions can you attempt, because when you just simply look at the solutions you do not understand things. If you try the questions once and then look at the solutions, that give you an understanding that where were you making mistake, what is the right approach to solving those questions. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join our telegram group to get these PDFs. The link is given in the description, or you can just scan this QR code and you will be able to join the group. So let's start with the solutions. Before that, just an announcement that in case you are preparing for CET and are looking for a structured preparation in form of a crash course, we have a crash course running that will help you prepare for the examination, covering all the aspects, all the topics in detail along with practice sheets and mock tests, etc. And in case you wish to purchase our mock test separately, you can do so as well by the link which is given in the description of this video. So here's the first question. It says a room that is 9.03 meter long and 6.68 meter broad is to be paved with square tiles of the same length which are integral multiples of 1 centimeter. What is the minimum number of tiles required? Some of you would be knowing this concept already. For those who do not know, so it is multiple of 1 centimeter. So let us convert into centimeter. 903 and 688, right? Now there are square tiles. So this is the square. Okay, so I'm just drawing it because there will be several squares. Okay, now if there are square tiles, it means that the number, let us say its side length is a and so on. It should be some multiple of a, right? Some a into x. And if there are the length, the width is also a, so a. So this should also be a multiple of a, so a times of y. Okay, so the understanding behind this question. Now what happens in this case is we need to find minimum number of tiles. When the number of tiles is minimum, a should be the maximum possible number. Now what is a? Basically we need to find HCF. In such kind of questions you need to find HCF of, first thing is HCF of 903 and 688. Okay, so let's start with 903. 903 we can divide by 3 because total is like 12, so we will get 301. Now it is not divisible by 3. If you divide by 5, you will not be able to divide. 7, if you divide, 7 fours are 28 and 2 21 43. So it is basically 943 is a prime number. So 903 is equal to 21 into 43. And what is 688? Ideally, try to divide by 43. 43 into 1 is uh, 43, 25, 258. So 116 into 43. Okay. Now, how do we find the number of tiles required? So in the lengthwise, we need 21 tiles. Okay. So the length is like 43. So 43, 43, 43. We need 21 tiles. Okay, and here if we see the width is 43 43 43, we need 16 tiles. So the answer is 21 into 16, 320 plus 16, 336 tiles. So this is a direct application of HCF and this is how one needs to solve the question. There are two positive numbers m and n. When m is divided by 195, the remainder is 92. When n is divided by 147, the quotient is the same, but the remainder is 96. Find the remainder when the sum of m and n is divided by 57. Now, how are we going to do this is, now when m is divided by 195, so m is equal to 195 into x. Let us say we are like the quotient is x and remainder will be 92. That is given to us. when n is divided by 147. The quotient is the same. What is quotient? Let's say if I do 7 and 30. So this is quotient. Okay, this is the dividend, the divisor, and this is the dividend, and this is the remainder. Okay, so quotient is same. So basically it means that it will be 147x plus 96. Now we need to find the remainder when the sum of m and n is divided by 57. So when we add this, we will get 342x plus 188. Okay. Now if you see 57 into 6 is what? 300 plus 42. 342. Okay. Now we can make it like 342x can be written as 57 into 6x, right? And now 188 if we divide by 57. So 3 times is 171, remaining is 17. So 57 into 3 plus 17. Okay, so this can be written like this. Now we can take out 57 common. So it means 6x plus 3 plus 17. So that will be the expression. Now see, this part is divisible by 57. And what is remainder? Remainder is something which is remaining, which is not divisible, the remaining portion. The remaining portion is 17. So the answer is 17. Next question. How many numbers between 3000 and 5000 have exactly 3 factors? How to do this question is 3 factors. Now, how do we find the number of factors? So let us say if we have a number is like a raised to the power x, b raised to the power y, c raised to the power z, and so on like this. So number of factors is whatever is in the power. So where a, b, c are prime number. Okay, so these numbers in the base should be prime. So number of factors is x plus 1 into y plus 1 plus into z plus 1 and so on, whatever are the powers. Okay, now if we see this, now what we need to do here is we need to uh, like find the number of factors. So we should have 3 factors. So 3 factors means some number raised to the power 2, because 2 plus 1 will be 3, and if we multiply with any other number it will give more factors. Okay, so we will keep that a square. Now a should be a prime number. So basically 3 factors are square of prime number. Okay. So we will find 33 less than 3000. What is the square? If you know that 55 square is 3025. 5 into 6 30 and 25. Right. So 55 square, and what we have as 5000. 70 square is 4900. And if you take 71 square, so that will be uh, like 70 plus 1 square, so 4900 plus 2 into 70, that is 140, plus 1, that is equal to 5041, right? So which is beyond the range. So we need to find 55 to 70. In this range we need to find prime numbers, because it is a square of a prime number. And what is that range? 55 to 70. So what are the prime numbers? We have 59, then we have 61, then 67. So there are 3 such prime numbers. Okay, so the number of such numbers is 3. Okay, so 3 numbers that have 3 factors in this range. Okay, so here's the next one. Find the sum of all whole numbers n such that n factorial ends in exactly 18 zeros. N factorial ends in 18 zeros. How to find the number of factorial? Like how to find the number of zeros in a factorial? So let us say if you have to find 80 factorial, okay, and we need to find the number of, let's say 100, okay, 100 if you have to find the number of zeros in it. So first of all divide by 5. What do we get? 20. 20 divide by 5, you will get 4. Okay, now we cannot divide 5 by like 4 by 5. So the total number of zeros is 24 zeros. Now this was completely a divisible number. Let us take some number which is not divisible. right? So let's take 5, 6, 7. Okay, 5, 6, 7 is not divisible by 5. So when you divide by 5, you will get 11 is 55 and 3, 113. Now 113 is dividing by 5 will give us 26, not completely divisible. Okay. So ignore the remainder part. 26 you divide by 5, you will get 5, and 5 you can divide by 5 to get 1. Okay. So just add these numbers. So 139, 140, 145. Right. So this is how we find the number of zeros in a factorial. Now, the thing is, how do we find that there are 18 zeros? So, there is a trick. Remember that if there are 18 zeros, n would be approximately 4 times of this. Approximately 18 into 4. Okay. Like if you see 24 zeros, 24 into 4 is 96. Right. So, we got 96. Now, if you see 145, 145 into 4 is the number of zeros was 4. So 145 into 4, 290 and 580. Very close to it, right? Exact, it is not exact, but close to that number, 4 times, roughly 4 times, right? Now 18 zeros are there. 18 zeros means 18 into 4, that is 72. Okay, it will be slightly more than that. So let's start with 72. How many the zeros will 72 factorial have? So 72 divided by 14, 5 is 14, and 14 by 5 is 2. So it has only 16 zeros, right? Now next, see, every power of 5 we will check. Why are, sorry, multiple of 5 we will check. Why multiple of 5? Because that gives you a number divisible. Like 14 को 15 बनाना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? 72 को उससे बड़ा next number लाना पड़ेगा 5 का multiple. So we will check with 75. 75 by 5 is 15. Then 15 by 5 is 3. Now does it make sense? Yes, it gives us 18 as the answer. Now 75 factorial is there. Now we are saying that sum of all numbers that will end in 18 zeros. Now 75 factorial will end in 18 zeros. What about 76 factorial? So it is some number ending with 18 zeros. Okay. And if you multiply by 76, let us say this is ABC number. So ABC will be multiplied by 76 and they will have 18 zeros afterwards. So 76 is also there. 77 is also there. So when does it increase? When the next multiple of 5 comes. So we tested with 72. So in 72 factorial, we have 16 zeros. In 75 factorial, we will have 18 zeros. Next, we will check 80 factorial. So 80 by 5 is 16 and 16 by 5 is 3. Now it has 19 zeros. So as soon as we reach 80, right, we will exceed the limit. So it will be up to 79. Okay, so we need to find the sum of these numbers. Whenever you have to find the sum of consecutive numbers, remember that the middle number is the average. Okay. Now how to add numbers, consecutive numbers fast. किसी ने आपको I don't know बताया होगा कि नहीं बताया होगा. अगर consecutive numbers को add करना है, so average is middle number. So average is 77. 77 into 5 कर दो. So you will get 385. So the concept of finding the number of zeros is keep dividing by 5. Now why are we taking these questions in this session is you will say number system से नहीं आता. Last year के paper उठा के देख लो. They have asked some questions from number system. So please do not ignore the topic. Just in case there are some questions in your slot. So all slots are random. If you get some questions on number system, you will be able to solve them as compared to others. Especially like number of factors based question was asked in my slot last year. Okay, so here's the next question, which is an application of again LCM. It says find the smallest number that leaves a remainder of 2 when divided by 5, 4 when divided by 7, and 6 when divided by 9. Okay, so let us say like it is 5a plus 2 and it is also 7b plus 4, right, and 9c plus 6. Okay, that is the remainder. Now if you notice this, remainder is different, but when you add 3 to it, it will become 5a plus 5. It will become 7b plus 7. and it will become 9c plus 9, or you can say 5 times of a plus 1, right? 7 times of b plus 1, 9 times of c plus 1. So the number plus 3 is divisible by all these numbers. So n plus 3 is LCM of 5, 7, 9, right? So 5, 7, 9, what is the LCM? 5 into 7, 35 into 9, 315. So n will be equal to 312. So this is the standard format of solving such questions. So if you see 5 minus 2 is 3, 7 minus 4 is 3, 9 minus 6 is 3, constant, right? LCM minus 3. Find the units digit of this number. I hope you know how to find the units digit, because this is one of the easiest things to do in number system. So let us find the units digit of this number and answer the question. Okay. So we have like 1 raised to the power 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we have to go till 1. Any power is 1. Remember 1, 5, 6 and 0. 1, 5, 6, 0. They have last digit as same, like 1560 only for any power. Okay, so this will be 156 only. Remember that 4 and 9 will have odd and even power. So if there is odd power, it will be 4 and 9. Even power will be 6 and 1. Okay, so remember this fact for 4 and 9 also. So 4, the power is 4. See, the powers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so 9, the power is odd, so it will have last digit as 9. 4, the power is even, so last digit will be 6. Now we need to find for 2, 3, 7, 8. So 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. 3 raised to the power 3 is 27. So last digit is 7. Now 7 to the power 7 and 8. Okay. So 7, the cyclicity is 7. 7, 7, 49. Last digit is 9. 9, 7, 63. Last digit is 3. 3 into 7, 21. So this is the cyclicity of 7. Okay. First power, second power, third power, fourth power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So seventh power will end in 3. Okay. 8 to the power 8. 8 into 8 is 64. 64. So do not multiply 64. Think of 4 into 8. 4 into 8, 12. 2 into 8, 16. So last digit is 6. Right? 8, 4, 2, 6. We have to find 8th power. 8 is a multiple of 4. See, how do we find powers is, like, see, if 8 is there, 8 is a multiple of 4. So it will be the fourth power. That will be 6. If it was, let us say, 8 to the power 34. So 34 means that 8 into 4, like what is the remainder? Like 4n plus 2. It is of this format. So second power. If it is 4n plus 3, third power, and so on. Like in case of 7, we had 4 plus 3, third power. So third power is 3. So these are the last digits. We just need to add them. Now 9 plus 1 is 10, 0. 6 plus 4 is 10, 0. Okay. Then we have 7 plus 3 is 10, 0. Add these, that is 12 plus 5, 17. So last digit is 7 for this number. Please do cover this topic of units digit, could be asked in the examination, and easy topic to cover, especially power based, right? And you can solve these questions with ease. Find the remainder when 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus and so on up to 15 factorial is divided by 30. Okay. Now it has to be divided by 30. Now see this first few, what is factorial? Factorial is 1 factorial is 1, right? So basically the product of first and natural numbers. So 2 factorial is 1 into 2. 3 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3. 4 factorial is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 factorial is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The values are 1, 2, 6, 24, 30, right? And so on. 120. 6 factorial is 720. Now see this thing. we have to divide by 30, right? 30 can be broken like 2 into 3 into 5. Now it is 2 into 3 into 5 divisible by 30. Now when you take larger numbers, any larger number than this, after 5 factorial, even if you take, let us say, some x till 6 factorial, 7 factorial, 2, 3, 5 are already present, right? So all these numbers are divisible by 30, right? So these numbers are divisible by 30. So you have to count just till 4 factorial. Beyond 4 factorial, all the numbers are divisible by 30. So that will not have any impact. So whether it is still 15 factorial, whether it is still 100 factorial, whether it is say 200 factorial, 1000 factorial, the answer will not change. So what we will do, we will just add these four numbers, 30 plus 3, 33. So 33 when you divide by 30, the remainder is 3. So the answer is 3. This question particularly was very simple, just that you need to have the basic understanding. Like previous question also was simple. It is that you should know the concept of last digit. So please cover these factorial, last digit, divisibility, etc., because you can anticipate questions from number system also in the exam. How many factors does the number 300 raised to the power 6 have? Okay, so simple question. We will break down 300 and find the powers of prime factors. So we have 300 can be written as 3 into 100, or 100 can be written as 10 into 10, right? Raised to the power 6. So it can be written as 3 into 2 into 5 into 2 into 5 whole raised to the power 6. So we can say that this is 2 square and raised to the power 6, 2 raised to the power 12 into 3 raised to the power 6, and 5 into 5 is 5 square, raised to the power 6 is 5 raised to the power 12. So first simplify the number into simple prime numbers and their powers. Okay. And what we do, we discussed in one of the questions, add 1 to each of the powers and multiply. So it will be 13 into 7 into 13. Right. Now what we can do in this question is we can use last digit to answer the question. So 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 7 is 3. So something ending in 3. There is only one option which ends in 3. So this last digit thing is quite helpful. Like even if you do not get questions on number system, it is helpful in calculating the answers fast. So I did not calculate 1183. I just multiplied the last digits to get the answer. Okay. Well, now this is the next question, which is saying that what is the remainder when this number like 32 cube plus 34 cube plus 36 cube is divided by 15. Okay. Now, remainder theorem concept. 32 when you divide by 15 is what? 32 divided by 15, the remainder is equal to 2. 34 when you divide by 15, the remainder is equal to 4. And when you divide 36 by 15, the remainder is 6. So basically, we need to find 2 cube remain divided by 50 plus 4 cube divided by 50 plus 6 cube divided by 50. We need to find the remainder. Okay, so simply you can manually calculate it like 4 cube, 2 cube and 6 cube. So just find the values. 2 cube is 8. This is 64 and this is 216. So 216 plus 64, 280, 288. 288 and divided by 15. So 15 into like 15 into 1 is 15, 13, 138, 19. Okay, and plus 3. So the remainder is 3. Simple question. Just know the basic concept of remainder. Since 32 cube is a large number, so what we will do, we will divide 32 by 15 and see that the remainder is 2, right? So we will find 2 to the power 3. 34, 4 to the power 3. 36, 6 to the power 3. And add those values and then divide by 15 to get the remainder. Okay, so here's the next question. It says that find the sum of all possible values of p such that p to the power 4 minus p cube has the unit digit as 2, where P is between 40 and 50. Okay, so it is a question based on the concept of last digits. Okay, so now we need to see this last digit thing here and answer this question. Now this is a tough question because you will have to look for all the numbers. Okay. So again we will come back to 0, 1, 2. Why are we taking 0? Because 40 is also present. So we will have to find the fourth power and third power. Okay. See, the only the units digit matter in last digit based questions. It does not matter whether it is 40, whether it is 70. The last digit will be the same for the same power. Okay, whether it is 45 or 75, whether it is 92 or 32, last digit is the only thing that we need to check, right? The first digit will not matter. So we need to deal with the last digit thing. Now I told you 0156, right? Last digit is same. So 0 will end in 0, 1 will end in 1, 5 will end in 5, and 6 will end in 6. Okay. Now these four are done. And I told you 4 and 9. Odd power, that is 4 and 9. And even power is 6 and 1. So 4 even power, that is 6. And this will be 4. And this is 1. Sorry, even power is 1 and odd power is 9. Right. So we have these two numbers. Now we have to subtract the numbers. Okay, last digit. So if you subtract 0, 0, it will be 0. This is not basically n4 minus n cube. This is the last digit. So last digit will be 0, 0. It will be 6 minus 4, 2, 0, 0. And 1 minus 9 is what? Now you will say minus 8. No. Think like this. Let us say if we have a number ending in 1 and a smaller number ending in 9. So the last digit is 2. Okay, so this you need to think of, that we do not have to take negative number. So this is obviously a large number, right? ये छोटा number होगा, ये बड़ा number होगा. Fourth power is large, na? So whenever we are subtracting a small number, definitely there will be one carry from the previous digit. So if there is a carry, that means we need to calculate accordingly. Okay. Now we will have to find 2, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 7 and 8. So fourth power and third power. So fourth power of 2 is 6. So I'll write the cyclicity of 2, 3, 7, 8. Fourth power and third power. So 2, 4, 8, 6, 3, 9, 9 into 3, 27 into 3, 81, right? And then we have 7 into 7, 49, 9 into 7, 63, 3 into 7, 21, and 8 into 8 is 64, 2 and 6. So for 2 we have 6 and 8. For 3 we have 1 and 7. Okay. For 7 we have 1 and 3. And this is 6 and 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 1 minus 3. Again, we will not say minus 2. Right. Uh, 1 minus 3 means 11 minus 3. That is 8. So we will take 8. Remember this thing. So this is 8. 6 minus 8. Again we will take 16 minus 8. That is 8. And 1 minus 7 we will not take minus 6. We will take 11 minus 7. That is 4. So these will be the last digit of n to the power 4 minus n cube in each of these numbers. Okay. Now what we have to tell, that unit digit should be 2. Which number will give this? So one number is this. Second number is this. So that means the last digit is 4 and 9. So those numbers will be 44 and 49. Okay, so it will happen in two numbers. Add the numbers, 44 plus 49. That is equal to 93. Now this is some CAT level question. But if you see past year paper, there have been some cases in which they have asked CAT level questions. So be prepared on all fronts. Just in case आपका paper tough आ जाता है. Okay. So if you have knowledge, then you can beat others. आप वहाँ पे रोने की बजाय कि tough paper आ गया, knowledge gain कर लो ना. So you will have advantage in your slot. You will be able to score much better than others and then possibly get a good percentile. So it is always good to have knowledge if you can, right? So don't be fixated with things. आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते वहां पे बैठ के. So the people who have knowledge, जिनको ये सब चीजें आती होंगी, नंबर सिस्टम अच्छे से करा होगा, will be able to score more. आप रोते रह जाओगे कि सिलेबस आउट ऑफ सिलेबस आ गया. So getting prepared, if you have seen the past year trends, like if you see past year 2024, in 23, 22 also they had these kind of questions which were on the difficult side. So it is always good to be prepared for all such things, so that like instead of crying after the paper that they have set a difficult paper, you are able to solve certain things which many people may not have studied, and that will give you an advantage over others. Okay, anyway, syllabus is not defined, right? They do not mention any syllabus that these are the questions they will ask. Historically, they were not asking number system and others, right? Historically, they were asking just arithmetic, some modern math, and then mostly quadratic equations, comparing variables, number series, etc., DI, right? But if what if they ask difficult things? Same goes with CAT, DILR. They have asked questions from that. So people who study that will have advantage over others. I hope you are enjoying this session and learning something new. So please do like this video. And in case you are looking for mock tests, you can check out our mocks. The link is given in the description of this video. Okay, so we did questions on number system. Now we are going to do questions on modern math, permutation, combination, and probability. Okay, and do let me know in the end that how many questions were you able to solve from this sheet. It had 20 questions and they were challenging questions, good level questions. Easy नहीं थे, बहुत कम ऐसे नहीं जो easy रहे होंगे, moderate to difficult. And how many of you were able to solve? And even if you were not able to solve, I hope by watching the video you would have understood कि कैसे attempt करते थे. How many numbers greater than 32,000 can be formed using these digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 such that each digit is used exactly once? Okay, 32,000 से बड़े होने चाहिए. Okay, so first digit definitely cannot be 1 and 2. Right? So first digit, so this is the first digit. Second, so we have first digits 1. We can let's call it digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4, and digit 5. Okay, now let us first do the easy part. अगर digit 1 हम 4 ले लेते हैं, okay, digit 4 ले लें, so obviously that will be greater than 32,000. Okay, how many ways can we use the second digit? So हमने 4 use कर लिया, so we have 4 options. Like if there is d1 is equal to 4, that means we have 4 options for second digit, 3 options and 2 options and 1 option. So 24 ways we can have if the first digit is 4. Similarly, if you put the first digit as 5, so we have 4 options for 4 digits. So they can be arranged in 4, 3, 2, 1. There is no repetition that is given to us. So 24 ways this also. But what if d1 is equal to 3? Okay, now d1 is equal to 3. That means, like, how many options do we have for the second digit? Okay, for this digit, can we have 4 options? Can we use 1 here? No, we cannot use 1. So we have only 3 options available with us. Okay, so we cannot use, like, we cannot use 1 here. So 1 cannot be used. Suppose we are using 3 here, so we can use 4. We can use 2, 3, or 4. Sorry, 2, 4, and 5. 3 options are available. Okay, now we have used 2 digits. Now 3 options, 2 options, and 1 option. Okay, so that will be the number of ways. So 9 into 18. 48 plus 80. There are 66 such numbers that can be formed. Okay, here's the next question. Find the number of permutations in arranging the letters of the word stature such that vowels are always in odd places. Okay, so stature is the word given to us, and the vowels are in odd places. So we will see this thing, that how are we going to put these vowels. Now what are the vowels here? A, U, E. And what are the consonants? S, T, T, and R. So these are the consonants. Okay. So first of all, it is saying that vowels should be in odd places. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is odd places. This is even place. Okay. So we have to put vowels in these places. So first vowel can be arranged in how many ways? First vowel can be arranged in 4 spaces. First vowel, let us say A we have to put. A we can put in any of these places, isn't it? So 4 ways of arranging the first vowel. Second vowel can be chosen. Suppose the first vowel is kept here. So now we have 3 choices. Second vowel, third vowel. So for vowels, we have the ways to arrange the vowels. Okay, so four choices for the first vowel, second vowel 3 choices, third vowel 2 choices. Now we have placed the vowels. How many letters are left? 4 letters are left, right? And there are 4 positions. Which 4? These 3 are there and one more position. So 4 things in 4 positions. 4 factorial, 4 consonants. Okay. Now in the consonants, T is repeating. T is coming twice. So whenever we have n things, and let us say there are something repeats k times. So let's say n1 repeats k times, n2 repeats l times. So the number of arrangement will be total is n factorial. N1 repeats k times, so k factorial, and if something repeats l times, l factorial, and so on. So t is repeating 2 times, so we will divide by 2 factorial. 4 into 3 is 12 and to 2 is 24. 24 by 2 is 12. So 24 into 12, the number of permutations is 288. So in permutation, what we do is wherever there is some constraint, we fix that first. So here the constraint was a consonants. So sorry, vowels. So we fix the vowels first and then we place the consonants in the according space. All right, let's now move to the next question. It says M is a 4-digit number that lies between 1999 and 4401. If M is found by using these digits, repetition of digits is allowed. Okay, possible number of integers M will be, right? So this is the question where we say that repetition is allowed. Okay, so in the previous question, we had that repetition was not allowed. Right, we were saying that 32,000 se bade banana hai. Repetition was not allowed. Now repetition is allowed. Now we have 4 digits: D1, D2, D3 and D4. Now D1 cannot be taken as 1, because if you take D1 as 1, we will not be able to get, like, it should be between these. Between these means like 1999 से बड़ा होना चाहिए, इससे छोटा होना चाहिए. So it will be like 2000 to 4400. Okay, because whenever we say the word between means that it has to be apart from those two numbers. Okay, now if you take d1 is equal to 2, d1 of 1 नहीं ले सकते. If we take 2, now how many choices are available for d2? d1 has no other choice, that is already taken as 1. How many choices available for d2? Now we cannot take all digits, we have to use only these digits. So d1 is taken as 2. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 choices available. Okay, एक बार फिर से गिन लो, there are total 7 digits. So 6 choices available. Can we have more than 6 choices also? Yes, we can have 7 choices. We can use 2 also, na? Repetition is allowed. Yeah, it is not, it is different from the previous case. Here repetition is allowed. So 7 choices here, 7 choices for second digit, 7 choices for third digit. So total 343 numbers. If digit 1 is equal to 3, again we will have the same thing, 343. Now comes this part where if we take digit 1 as 4. Now do we have all choices available? No, we will not have. See, if we take digit 1 as 4, now notice this, we can use the second digit as 0, 1, 2, 3 without any constraint, right? So we have 4 choices for this digit, right? And we cannot use 8 and 9 definitely, because it will become 4800, 4900. Can we use 4400? Yes, there will be only one number that we will calculate separately. Okay. So we can use 4 digits, 0, 1, 2, 3, and other digits have no constraint. We can use them with repetition. Okay. So 7, 7, 49 plus 4, that into 4 is 196. Okay. अब एक number है which we did not calculate here is 4400. Why didn't we calculate 4400? Because यहाँ पे अगर आप 4 ले लोगे, let us say if you take digit 1 as 4, digit 2 as 4, you have no other choice, right? So there is only one number which is unique. That is why we calculated only these options like 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so इसलिए वहां पे लिया था. इसको we will add separately. So you will get 686 plus 197, 883 will be our answer. Okay, so a question based on repetition allowed, one question based on repetition not allowed. Okay, so this is how we solve such questions with the constraints also. Okay, next question is saying that out of 40 students, 2 class representatives have to be chosen. There are 520 7 ways in which one or more girls can be chosen. How many boys are there in the class? Okay. Now, if we see, if we have to choose, let us say, if there are n number of boys and m number of girls. Okay. So there are different scenarios. One is if we select both boys. Okay. So we have to select 2 class representatives. If we select boys and boys, so the number of ways of selection is NC2. If we select girls and girls, the number of ways of selection is NMC2. But if you have to select one boy and one girl, so among N, we will select one boy, and among girls, we will select one girl. So these are the 3 scenarios. Okay. Now there are 40 students and there are 527 ways in which one or more girls can be chosen. So the number of ways of this is 527. And total ways is how much? Total ways of selecting 2 people is 40 C2. Whatever is the total number of people, C2. So total we have 40 C2. Okay. So this total is given to us, girls, girls and boys, girls. And this we need to find out. Now 40 C2 is 40 into 39 by 2. NC2 is n minus 1 by 2. So you will get 20 into 39, that is 780. Okay. So 780 total ways of it. 527 are these two. So if you subtract 527, you'll get 253 ways in which we can select both boys. Okay. What is NC2? NC2 is n minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 253. N into n minus 1 is equal to 253 into 2, which is 506. Or if you do not want to solve quadratic equation, you can break it like see 2 plus 3 is 5, so it is 11 into 23 into 2. So can we say that 22 into 23? So this number is n into n minus 1. So this gives us n is equal to 23. So n is equal to 23. So number of boys is 23. So that is the answer. But let us now verify the answer. You should not be doing this in the examination. अगर देखो इतने concept नहीं आते permutation combination के, then avoid it. Let us say if you know it, you can solve it. We will do the verification. So if we say boys are 23 and girls are 17. So boy selection कितने हो जाएंगे? We already know 253. Girl selection will be 17 C2. 17 into 16 by 2. 136. And boy girl selection will be one boy select करना है 23 ways and girl select करनी है 17 ways. So this will be 391. How did I do so fast as 23 into 17 करना है 20 plus 3 and 20 minus 3. Okay, so 20 square is 400 minus 3 square is 9, 391. So when we add this, this is 527 and 253. So all these things are satisfied. Okay. So if you have to select two people, the number of ways is NC2. Okay, let's see the next one. In how many ways can 5 women and 3 men stand in a row such that no 2 men are together? Okay, so this is a question based on separation. So first of all, men should not be together. So first of all, we will make women sit first. Okay, so we have W1, W2, W3, W4, W5 and create separation using them. So separation means these are the separations. Okay, so we can have any man over here. Like wherever you see line, you can place men. Okay, now in how many ways can we make women sit? There are 5 women. So 5 factorial ways of sitting. Now we have to put 3 men in this, right? So they are standing. So stand first. Okay, you might be thinking he stand tha sit kar diya. It does not matter. So first of all, women, 5 factorial ways of placing the women. Now we need to put the men in this place. So we have 6 positions. We have to put 3 men in that, right? So first man can occupy any of these 6 positions. Now why are we taking the exterior position also? Like suppose there is one man here, one man here. They are separate, right? So the women become the barrier between the men. So we place the barriers first. So men are placed. Now first man has 6 choices, second man has 5 options, third man has 4 options. So just calculate it. 5 factorial is 120, 6 into 5 30, 30 into 4 120. So 120 into 120 144 and double zeros. That is our answer. This is a separation based question on permutation. Now we will do another separation based question but on combinations. Okay, so here we have to just select the seats. So it says that there are 12 electronic shops next to each other in Chandni Chowk. An appraiser decides to make a surprise visit to 3 of the shops. In how many ways can he make the visit such that no two of the shops he visits are next to each other? Now again, like we did in the previous case, right? We had to separate men. So we will put women first. Now here what we have to do, we have to pick 3 shops, right? So there are 9 non-checking shops. Okay. So first arrange, or not, in this case not arrange. You would say that place the non-checking. There are total of 9 shops. So we will say N1, N2, N3, N4, N5. You do not want to place this, name them, you can put 9 lines also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the 9 barriers. Now he has to put 3 in between, right? Now if you put anything here, 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 anything, any 3 places you put, they will be non-consecutive because there is barrier in between. Now if I put 1 here and 1 here, barrier in between, right? So how many points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 points. And how many we have to select? See, here we have to select. Okay, here we do not have to arrange. He is not arranging them that left may niche, right may. He has to pick 3. In the previous case, people were standing. So they have some order. Okay, वहाँ पे दिया था, there are different men and women. Here there are just shops. It is not that he has to visit this shop first, then second shop, third shop. So order is not important. So we have to pick 3 from 10. Okay, so if you have to pick 3 from 10, basically 10C3. So 10C3 is 10, 9, 8 into upon 3 factorial, which is 6. Okay, so 9 into 8 is 72. When you divide by 6, 12. So 12 into 10, 120 ways. So this is how we do separation based question and combination. Next question. In an Olympic event, 2 participants are from Australia, 3 from China, and 4 from Russia. Find the probability that exactly 2 of the medal winners are from the same country. There are 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Okay. So we have to tell that 2 of the medal winners are from the same country. So 3 medal winners, 2 should be from same country. So we will have cases. So first case, like we have now here also the arrangement is not important. Which medal they are meaning not important. We just have to tell that 2 of them should be there. So case 1 is, let us say, 2 from Australia. Okay. One other. Case 2 is 2 from China and 1 from other. Other can be any other country of the remaining countries. Case 3 is 2 from Russia and 1 other. Okay. Now, how do we get the number of people? So 2 from Australia, that means 2, we have to select 2 out of 2. So 2C2 and 7 from others. So 7 other players, you have to select 1. If you have to select 2 people from China, there are 3 people. So 3C2, right? And 6 people, we need to select 1 more. Then 4 people are there, we need to select 2. So 4C2 and remaining 5 people, we have to select 1. Okay. So 2C2 is 1 and 7, that is 7. 3C2 is 3 and 6, 18. And 4C2 is 6. 5C2, 1 is 5, that is 30. So we get 48, 55 ways of selection. Okay, 55 ways of selection. Now the thing is, how do we find the denominator? This is the favorable cases. Favorable cases. What happens in probability? Probability is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. Now, what are total outcomes? So, favorable we said 55. Now, you would say that 55 by 84 is the answer, but it can be 4 also, 12, 2 also. We do not know the denominator, right? Yeah, 55. Ideally, you would mark this as the answer because 55 is not divisible by 2 or 4 or 13 or 25. So, you can mark that also as the answer. Now, total outcomes is what? Total outcomes is there are 9 participants, 2, 3, 4, and total 9 participants, and there are 3 medal winners. So upon 9C3. Now 9C3 is 9 into 8 into 7 upon 3 factorial, which is 6. 12 into 7, that is 84. So 55 by 84. Okay, so probability is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. So cover combinations also. So you might get questions based on probability that involve combinations. A box contains 12 cards numbered consecutively 1 to 12. If we take 5 cards in random without replacement from this box, what is the probability that the median of the numbers selected is 5? Now, what is median? Median is the central number. Now, central number when you arrange it ascending or descending order. Okay. Now, if the median is 5, now median has to be selected. Median is 5. So, we will select 5. Okay. Now there are how many numbers? There are total. We have to select 5 cards. So that means what is median in 5 terms? The third term. Central number is third number, right? 1, 2, third, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Central person is the third person. So median is 5. That means 2 cards should be greater than 5 and 2 cards less than 5. Okay. So less than 5 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and greater than 5 we have 6, 7, 8, and so on up to 12. So 9, 10, we can write manually 12. Okay. So we have to pick 5 and we have to pick 2 cards from here. Any 2 cards, right? It is not saying that which 2 you have to pick. You just have to pick 2 cards. So how many ways can we pick 2 cards? 4 cards are there available with us. You have to pick 2. So 4C2. How many cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to pick 2 cards out of 7. So what is the favorable case? We have to pick 4 cards, 2 cards from 4 2 cards from 7 and 5. There is only one way of picking card number 5 and we have to compulsorily pick that card. Okay, तभी median बनेगा ना. अगर if we do not pick 5, we will not get median as 5. Okay, so we picked this. So total ways of selection is this. This is the favorable outcome. And what are the total outcomes? What is the activity that we are doing? We are picking 5 cards. Take 5 cards from 12 cards. So 12C5. ठीक है, so calculate कर लेते हैं. 4C2 is 6, 7C2 is 21. So how to find NC2 is n minus 1 by 2. So if you solve some questions, you will be remembering these values, because I remember these values. I've done a lot of them. 12C5. Now 12C5 क्या होगा? 12, 10, 11, 10, 5 number ले लो, 9, 8, okay, upon 5 factorial. कैसे आता है 12C5? सो 12 फैक्टोरियल अपॉन 5 फैक्टोरियल एंड 7 फैक्टोरियल. सो यहाँ पे आप ले लोगे 5 फैक्टोरियल इंटू 7 फैक्टोरियल, 8 के बाद 7 फैक्टोरियल बचेगा, सो दैट गेट्स कैंसल्ड आउट. Okay, so we will have to do some calculation. 6 into 21, 5 factorial will go upward, it will become 120 here, and here we have 12, 11, 10, 9 and 8. So some cut bit will be required. 12 into 10 gone. 6 into 21, 9 into 8. So 9 is 3 times. So 2 and 3 times 7. Okay. And then we can have 4 times. So denominator is 44 and numerator is 7. So 7 by 44 is the answer. Okay. So it was a tough one. If you knew the meaning of median, you could have done it. Okay. The probability of success in an event is 40%. What is the probability of at least one success in 4 such events? Okay. Now, you might be thinking that how can we make, like if you see the options 80 to 90%, how can we have such a high success? Now see this, at least one. At least one means 1 minus, like if we are talking about combination, like I'll tell you combination also, sometimes they ask question, how many ways of selecting at least one people? At least one means all minus none. Okay, in case of combination. In case of probability, at least one. So all probability is 1, 1 minus probability of none. Okay. Now 1 minus probability of none. None means no success, right? So when you take the first one, so success is 40%, that is 2 by 5. So failure will be 3 by 5. So that means you fail in first attempt, you fail in second attempt, you fail in third attempt, you fail in fourth attempt also. Okay, you are failing in all 4 attempts. So 1 minus failure in first attempt is 3 by 5, 3 by 5, 3 by 5 and 3 by 5. So we will get 1 minus, or you can write in decimals also, because usse thoda easy rahega. 0.6 into 0.6 into 0.6, fraction ko convert karne mein time lagega, you use this, right? So 16 into 6 into 6 is 36, and this is again 36. What is 36 square? So again I'll tell you a way to how to calculate this if you do not know 36 square. So what we do is, like first of all find the difference from 50, right? So 50 minus 14 are there, right? So 20, right? 25, this is minus 14, so minus 14 and plus 14 square. So 25 minus 14 is 11 and 14 square is 196. If you get an extra digit here, it should take only 2 digits. Take it, carry here, 1296. So if you wish to learn such calculation techniques, we have some videos on that. Okay, in our course, we teach all these basic techniques first. Before you start solving questions, we have a special series on all these calculation techniques you should know, because the people who know such calculation hacks tend to do much better than others. So 1 minus 1296. So 0.1296. अब इसे राउंड ऑफ कर लेते हैं, 1 minus 0.13 कर सकते हैं. So that is 0.87 or 87%. So we have to tell the round off answer. So round off answer will be 87%. Okay, so this is how we do this question of at least one. Well, here's the next one based on Bayes theorem. Now, even if you do not know Bayes theorem, we will be able to do this. So it says a man is known to speak the truth 2 out of 3 times. He throws a die and reports that the number is obtained is 6. Find the probability that the number obtained is actually a 6. So the person says that the number is 6. We have to tell that whether it is actually 6. Okay. Now, if we see, there are two possibilities. He may be speaking truth, he may be telling lie. Okay. Now, in truth, also there are two possibilities. If the number is 6, if the number is not 6. Okay. Now, truth, what is it is 2 out of 3 times. So, probability of truth is 2 by 3 and of lie is 1 by 3. Okay. And the second thing is like getting 6 is 1 by 6 and 5 by 6. Getting 6 is 1 by 6 and probability of getting not getting 6 is 5 by 6. So first thing is we will multiply these probabilities. Okay. So 2 by 3 into 1 by 6. So we are taking 2 by 18. We are not simplifying as of now because ultimately we have to do some addition. That will be simple if we do not change the denominator. So 2 into 5, 10 by 18, right? And then we have 1 by 18 and then we have 5 by 18. Okay. Now the person is telling that the number is 6. In what all scenarios he will tell the number is 6? In what all scenario will he tell 6? So in this scenario he will tell 6 because it is 6 and he is telling truth also. So there are two scenarios. He will tell truth and the number is 6 and he will tell lie, the number is not 6. So here also he will tell truth 2 by 18, he will tell truth and the number is 6. And in this case also he will tell 6 because he is telling lie and the number is not 6. So tab bhi wo 6 bolega, right? So this is the total sample space. Now we have to tell he has to get actually a 6. What is the favorable outcome? So total outcome is 7 by 18, right? Because there are two possible scenarios. He's telling 6 and it is actually 6. He's telling not 6 and it is like he's telling lie and it is not 6. So total outcome is 7 by 18 and favorable outcome is, which one is favorable for us? This is our favorable outcome. He should tell 6 and it is a truth statement. So 2 by 18 by 7 by 18. So denominator is same. That is why I told you that not to touch the denominator in other cases. So 2 by 7. So he has a chance of 2 by 7 telling the truth. Okay. So this was a question on Bayes theorem. Conditional probability you can call it. So this was this video on modern math, and I hope you were able to solve these questions. If not on your own, after looking at the solutions, you must have been able to solve these questions. So be prepared for these topics as well. So in this series, we are trying to cover such concepts also because what happens is in the examination, if you see past year paper, like if you have not seen the past year papers, please do check them out. If you see 2024 paper, the level was entirely different. Some had very difficult papers, including these topics like modern math, number system, right? So you can get questions from those topics. That is why be prepared for all such scenarios, just in case you get questions from these topics. And like, of course, like the paper is going to be very difficult. The cutoff is going to dip, but you have an advantage that at least you know how to solve questions. If you know how to solve questions, you can at least maximize the attempts in the examination, genuine attempts, right? So instead of complaining that the paper is difficult, why not be prepared? So I hope you have prepared the other topics well in advance. This revision series will help you prepare such topics as well. If you are looking for a course which covers the entire syllabus in detail, including these topics like modern math, number system in detail, you can check our course. And to enroll in our mocks, you can check the link given in the description of this video. So this was day 10. I hope you are enjoying this series already. Continue watching this series. You will learn different things, how to solve questions in a smart way. All topics will be covered. So every day we are coming up with one set of questions. We send some questions on our Telegram group. So some days it is reasoning, some days it is English, abstract reasoning also. So keep solving these questions and watch this series to learn how to solve questions in an advanced way and hence be able to score more than others in the exam. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the solutions to the questions.